Our podcast is brought to you by Mouse World Travel. Imagine going on the most stress-free, well-planned Disney vacation of your life. Now imagine you didn't pay anything extra for that personalized service. That's what you'll get when you use an authorized travel planner from Mouse World Travel to book your next Disney vacation. From resorts to cruises and everything in between, they are here to help you get the most out of your next family trip. Just go to mouseworldtravel.com, fill out a short request form, and make sure you mention our code Ropedrop so they know that we sent you. Hi friends, this is Katie, and you may have noticed that we don't have our typical podcast intro this week, and that's because our news segment didn't save correctly. And so we will go ahead and try to write down everything that we recapped in the news and put it in the show notes below. So go ahead and check that out. Our regular episode did record just fine, so enjoy that coming up next. And for those of you that were online this week grabbing Oogie Boogie Bash tickets, you know that Disney has their own technology issues, and so we thought, why not join in the fun and have our own? So, fingers crossed everybody got the tickets that they wanted, and it's Thursday currently, and as of almost 5 p.m. Mountain Time, Erin and I are still sitting in the queue waiting for our turn to buy tickets. It's been quite the day. Anyways, enjoy the episode coming up. We are excited to be going to the Disneyland Resort this weekend, and we will be recording our next episode from the parks. That will be fun and new. And then when we return, we'll be recording another episode recapping our trip. So stay tuned for all of that and enjoy the show.
You've heard us talk about Anchor before. Anchor was recently acquired by Spotify and has become Spotify for podcasters.
And we love this interface. We've been using it for a long time, and we feel like it is super user-friendly. It made it so easy for us to start a podcast.
Yes, and we have equipment available to us at our local library. You know we love our library, and that's where we record. But if you don't have that available to you, Spotify for podcasters allows you to record and edit all from your phone. And upload to Spotify, obviously, and any other podcasting platform you can think of, such as Apple Podcasts, Audible, Amazon Music, anything.
Yeah. And you have the option to do Q&A with your listeners. You can monetize your podcast through subscriptions or through ads. It's super user-friendly, super easy to do.
And best of all, it's free.
And it's free.
And there's no catch. So if you're interested in starting a podcast, and you could today, you want to visit www.spotify.com/podcasters or download the Spotify for Podcasters app.
And good luck. Go start a podcast. Okay, today we are continuing our top 10.
I don't even know where we're at.
I don't either. Let's say we're at 5, though.
We're doing this forever.
We're halfway through. Halfway through the year, halfway through our top 10s.
We are headed to Disneyland this weekend. We are going to have to record an episode while we're there.
Yes, we're excited about and a little nervous.
Yes, we bought some little microphones.
Hopefully the sound quality is okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This is all a test.
But you'll get some ambient park noise, which will be fun. Hopefully.
Hopefully
it's not annoying.
Maybe we'll do it like a street beat.
Yeah.
Like we'll interview people in lines. No, we won't do that. I'm not a big fan of disrupting people's experience, but we'll find a place.
Yeah. If we happen to run into any of our listeners, it'd be fun to have them say a few things.
Oh, maybe.
Just have some sound bites that we throw in.
Okay, if you're there, if you hear this, if you're there this weekend, find us and you can say hi.
That'll be fun.
We'll put some little voice memos.
Get your claim to fame on the podcast that's headed towards 550 million.
That's right. And then you can be like, I was on it back when.
Okay, so today our top 10 is going to be our top 10 Dear Disneys, or do you call them Dears Disney?
Dears Disney. Maybe.
I like both.
Like sisters-in-law.
Yes, right? Or Coles de Sac.
Coles de Sac. Did y'all know it was sisters-in-law and not sister-in-laws? It's
I think most people don't, yes.
In-law. And it's Coles de Sac.
It sure is.
What does that translate to?
It's French. I don't know.
Circle of home.
Maybe. Street.
Let's find out.
Street circle.
You start, and I'm Googling cul-de-sac. Impasse. Dead end.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, it means... Okay, actually, cul-de-sac does not mean dead end in French. It means bottom of the bag. So you were close.
Yes.
It's the bottom of the bag.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So in our true top 10 fashion,
We are each going to do our top 5. These are our Dear Disneys or Dear's Disney, however you want to say it. And mine are in order from 5 to 1.
Mine are not.
Okay.
And I have an honorable mention as well.
Okay. You can say that one for the end, maybe?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'll start with my number 5 then.
Okay.
Dear Disney, accelerate Disneyland forward, please.
Right.
We don't need 20 years. We don't need to wait 20 years for you to finish this project.
It's a really long time.
Yes. I would like to still be alive when it's finished, please.
I would like to still be able to enjoy it.
Right. I would like to be able to take my grandkids before they're adults.
Right. Do you have grandkids on the way?
No.
Anything we should
But
know,
that's
Katie?
what I'm saying. Like, if it's going to be 40 years from now when they're finished with all of this, it's going to be too late.
And also, like, how do you keep a project going that long?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, because the same Imagineers won't be working. You're going to have to transition through a new generation of Imagineers.
Yep. I mean, Bob Gurr still might be around. Who knows?
He probably will
He's
be.
got some longevity, that
He
man.
does. I love him.
Me too.
Yeah. Let's speed it up. Yeah. Let's do Disney. Let's call it Disneyland Fast Forward.
I like it. Okay.
Okay.
What's yours?
On the same vein, and mine are not in order, I would like a third gate.
Yep.
And we've talked a little bit about it on the show before. If it has to be somewhere else, we were just reading actually before we started recording. So we're taking the train on Saturday, and we were trying to figure out the easiest way to get from the train station to either our hotel or Disneyland. And I found a website for a monorail, and I don't know if it's proposed, like what stage of
Planning.
right it's in, but it's a monorail from the Arctic Center, which is the train bus central depot in Anaheim,
Right.
to the Disneyland Resort, and it goes all the way around the Disneyland Resort. It's like a 7.5 mile loop.
Okay.
And, I mean, it goes near Angel Stadium, which we've talked a little bit about before, making a third gate at Angel Stadium. And we've talked
the Angels
about,
contract is up at Angel Stadium, so it will be sitting empty for now.
unless they renew.
Right.
Are they renewing?
I think I've heard not.
Okay. I think we've talked about
I guess
this.
I don't know that for sure, but
Me either. But I mean, if we make a third gate and we put some sort of transportation through, I mean, monorails exist in cities, right?
Right.
So it's not impossible.
well, and Angel Stadium feels so far away from the other parks, but I think technically it's closer than any of the parks in Walt Disney World are to each other.
Yeah.
So
They're very spread out.
let's Skyliner.
Right.
Let's throw a Skyliner in there.
I feel like a Skyliner would be weird over a city, but a monorail,
might.
like you think of Chicago, they have a train like that's elevated that goes around.
True.
And so, I mean, if they were to put some other station stops on it.
Yeah. It might be a little weird to get stuck in a Skyliner over the top of someone's house.
Right.
You're not wrong there, but
Right.
I love the Skyliner so much.
I love the Skyliner. I really do love it, actually. But yeah, going over someone's house, having a post in someone's yard, I don't know.
Yeah.
But a monorail, you could follow streets easily.
Right. I mean, you'd still have to have the infrastructure for it to flow on. What do you call that? Ride on?
Travel.
A track.
Yes, a
elevated
track.
track.
I think that, I mean, obviously this is just us
Dreaming.
spitballing, right? But there's got to be a
Imagineering.
way. Yeah. Blue sky. There's got to be a way to put a third gate somewhere. There's got to be a place.
Yeah. And I don't hate the idea. I mean, I love the Disneyland Forward idea of just expanding the current parks that are there. That's great. But a third gate would just relieve so much of the crowding, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dear Disney, I mean, think about how many people you could fit in then.
Yeah.
Another third of the crowd that you're bringing in every day.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Ready for my number 4?
Yeah.
I think you're going to like this one.
I'm ready.
Permanent Fluffernutter churro.
Bring it back. Let's get rid of this chili cheese garbage.
Yes. You don't need to bring in any more specialty churros. Just bring back the Fluffernutter. It would save you so much money and brain power. You wouldn't have to think of any new weird ones.
And it would be just the happiest thing ever to always have it right there at Willie's.
Yep. Or have
walk
it
in.
at all the carts. We're not picky.
Have it at all of them. Fluffernutter across the board.
Yep. Put it in the new beer cart over in San Francisco. We'd be happy there too.
The cerveceria.
Yes.
And Fluffernutter churros.
Yes.
I think that's a good idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dear Disney.
Dear Disney, I'm in.
Okay.
I feel like when I was thinking about my list, I considered putting that on there. And there was something else that I was like, they should bring back. They brought back my pineapple
They
spear.
sure did.
I think they probably heard us talk about it.
I do too.
Thank you.
They're totally listening.
I'm going to say thank you. If we're making some asks, I'm also going to be
right.
grateful when you give them to us. So thank you for that. Okay. My number 4, in no particular order, let's see. We talked about it last week. Let's put some new songs on Guardians. I love Guardians, but let's add some new songs.
Yeah. Or just play the Jackson 5 song every time.
Yeah.
Either add new songs or only play the Jackson 5 song.
When
Those
we
are your
scan
two
our
choices.
tickets into the park that day, let that activate the all-day Jackson 5.
Yes. I like it. Maybe that could be like the spring theme for Guardians. You know, they have a fall-themed one.
Yeah.
We could have a spring-themed one.
Maybe.
And also they should do a Christmas-themed one. I think that'd be fun.
How do you tie a Christmas theme into Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, they did a Christmas special this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that would be fun.
Kevin Bacon narrates. It'd be so awesome.
That would be so fun. Okay, that's part B, Disney.
Dear Disney.
Okay.
Guardians revamp. All right. Number 3 for me. This actually probably should be my number 1. Hire more IT. And
I also thought of putting this on my list. Let's revamp your IT.
Especially this week with the Oogie Boogie stuff dropping and why the site has to crash every time something big happens. And also, Disney is releasing the holiday party tickets for Walt Disney World on Thursday, the same day that they're dropping Oogie Boogie for California. So that means that the site is going to crash. It 100% will crash. And it happens every time. And I just don't understand why, with the vast resources they have, they cannot improve on this.
Ache.
Yes.
It really is.
It drives me crazy. So, dear Disney, hire more IT or hire an outside company to run your IT.
I don't even know what to say. I just, yes.
Just ditto.
Yes. Yes. And, it hurts my stomach. Thursday's stressing me out. I don't want to think about it.
2 days away.
2 days away. Okay, kind of along the same vein. If we're talking about computer related, IT related things, no more reservations. And I know that's going to be a hot take for some people.
Yeah.
Some people really like them. I don't, because prior to COVID, prior to 2020, there was maybe 3 days a year that the park sold out.
Right.
I don't feel like they're less crowded. I just get rid of them.
Well, and we've talked about this a lot in the past already. Disney World is getting rid of theirs in January. I have a feeling that Disneyland will follow suit eventually. I feel like we're always just lagging just a little bit behind in those kind of things. I have always felt like the main reason they've kept them around is just so that they have an idea of what the crowd is going to be like for that day. But I can see that. But
here's the thing. It's crowded. It's just going to be crowded every day. Just count on it.
Yes.
And I know people out there, I'm thinking of some specific people who really love them, who don't want to lose them. Reach out to me and tell me why. I'm just curious because I don't want to hear that it keeps crowds in check. It doesn't. I don't want to hear, what is the benefit? Because prior to COVID, you were pretty guaranteed to get in anyway, except for Christmas Day, New Year's Day. That week, there were some times. So fine, open reservations during then.
Right.
Or I don't know. I just am done. Because this whole headache we have coming up this weekend,
it's
how
really
nice
frustrating.
would it be to just know we could go up to the gate, buy a ticket, and get in.
Yeah.
And call it good.
And it's unbelievable how many families still this many years later after they instated reservations still don't know that they have to have a reservation to get in. So it's really sad for those people that don't really understand it or don't know about it.
I know. So just get rid of the reservations.
Yeah.
Let's go back to normal.
I agree. And again, I think it's coming. I think, Iger announced that they were going to simplify Genie. Oh, we should have mentioned this in news, but Disney World had revamped Genie Plus, supposedly simplifying it.
I don't think it's simple.
No, it's way more complicated, to me anyway, now than it was before.
And I looked this morning, because today's the day that it starts. And I looked, and it's Magic Kingdom's the only one that's the same price as a Hopper.
Right. And it always will be, I think, is the plan.
So it's varied pricing. So here, let's talk about it really quick.
$27 today.
$27 for Genie Plus if you have a Hopper ticket or if you are just going to Magic Kingdom.
But even if you have a Hopper ticket, if you aren't planning on hopping,
you could just do
one park, right.
So then it was like $18 for Epcot. So if you're just staying in Epcot, you can pay $18 for Genie Plus versus the $27 for hopping. And they are going to have per park pricing and then also a Hopper price on top of that. So here's a question, which do you know the answer to this?
I might.
Let's say we're in Epcot and we decide to just do Epcot. But then we decide, oh, you know what? We're gonna hop. We're done here. We want to move to the next park. And we've purchased Genie Plus for just Epcot. Is there a way to change it?
You'll have to talk to a Blue Umbrella.
Okay. And they can help you fix it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. But it's
so you
not.
can upgrade. So when you upgrade to your hopper,
You just pay the difference.
You would pay the difference in the Genie Plus price as well.
I don't feel like it's simplified.
Mm-hmm. But you could also hop and not use Genie Plus in the other park you're going to.
Right. Okay.
But that's right. It's just complicated.
It is.
Like nobody, unless you're staying in one park per day, which I guess a lot of people do at Disney World. It's easier.
So I guess that's nice because you save $10, right?
Sure.
Per person.
Yeah.
So I guess there's perks to it. I don't feel like it's simpler.
No, it is definitely not simpler.
So I don't feel simplified. I feel like thank you for saving some people money.
Yeah.
But
I guess. But anyway, the reason I brought that up is because I feel like they've been making these moves towards simplifying things, like getting rid of reservations, and they were supposed to simplify Genie Plus. However, it doesn't look like it's really moving that direction.
I bet you, looking back, this is why they don't sell Genie Plus at all with Walt Disney World tickets.
Right.
Why you have to buy them day of. They've been planning this for a little while.
Yeah, I think so too.
But we can still buy them with Disneyland tickets.
Right.
So as long as we can purchase them ahead of time with Disneyland tickets, it's going to be one price, period.
Well, and it's a whole different ballgame over at Disneyland because it's so much easier to hop.
Right.
But I think
Everybody
a lot of people
hops.
do hoppers.
Right.
And so maybe Genie Plus will always just be one price regardless whether you have a hopper or not
Yeah.
at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Anyway.
Okay. Diversion.
There's that.
Okay.
And then my number 2 is, along those lines, go back to MaxPass.
Please.
Dear Disney.
Please.
Go back to MaxPass. It was so much simpler, so much easier to use.
I was listening to the Hub Crawl the other day, and they talked a little bit about it. And MaxPass was just the perfect version of all these things. Fast passes were great, but you had to travel, right? You put in extra steps. This that we have now is great because it's on your phone, but there's not a free version.
Yes.
MaxPass was like the baby of both of these, and it's the better iteration of all of it.
Yes. And I mean, there are some nice things about Genie for planning your day, but I don't think most people take advantage of that.
No.
Most people aren't looking at the Genie to help them plan their park day.
And continue to call it Genie Plus. That's fine. Make it MaxPass.
Yes.
Bring back MaxPass.
Totally agree.
100%. And also give us the opportunity to ride the same ride more than once.
Yes.
Even if it's just twice.
Yeah. And so when I say go back to MaxPass, I mean in all its glory.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. I would even just be happy if we got 2 rides a day. You know, if you maxed out at 2.
Yeah. Or maybe there are some rides you can ride more than once and some, like, I don't know, the more popular ones. Maybe like Space Mountain is just a one time a day.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's too complicated.
MaxPass.
Or at least maybe it could say on the app, like, you have one more time to ride this ride.
Right. Right. Something
You know?
like that. And not have to cross your fingers that it breaks down so you can get a multi-experience
Right.
pass. I do miss MaxPass. It was
too, a
lovely.
lot.
And do you remember when they very first introduced it? It was $10 a day.
Yep. I do.
Bring
and
that back.
I remember when they raised it to 15 and there was an uproar.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And now it's a minimum of 25. Today it was 30, I think.
Yeah, I looked too. $30.
Crazy.
Okay, my next one. Bring back Paint the Night.
Oh, I love it. I think that's coming. I
do
think
too.
you're going to get your Dear Disney there.
If you're listening,
that's not
I
a
will say
pipe
thank
dream.
you.
In advance.
But it's time.
Yes.
Next year, I bet you anything. Let's wager right now. 2024 is the year of Paint the Night.
Yes. Well, I mean, they're going to have to crowd manage somehow. Splash Mountain's going to be closed this summer and next summer. So they've got to have something to draw the crowds away from
Paint the Night twice a
Disneyland.
day.
Yeah.
3 p.m. and in the evening. Oh, Paint the Night's night. Never mind. Don't do it at 3 p.m. It's not dark yet.
Don't paint the afternoon.
But what, it's like
The Pixar-
7:30 and 9?
Let's do the Pixar Play Parade during the day and paint the night at night. Come on.
Yeah.
How hard is it to do 2
Which
parades?
park are we doing it in?
DCA.
For both?
Yeah. I think so. Keep Magic Happens.
Right. Which I've
at
never seen.
Disneyland. I know. I'm excited. This weekend. And the fireworks.
I can't wait.
All right. What's your next one? Oh, you did it. You did.
Yeah.
Paint the night. Okay, sorry. All right. And here's my number 1.
I'm ready.
It's trite.
Oh, that's okay.
Revamp Tomorrowland.
Oh,
Dear
for
Disney,
sure.
it's time to raise it. Raise Tomorrowland and start over.
For sure.
Leave Space Mountain. Everything else can go.
Or conversely, don't raise it and just bring back all the old stuff.
Yes, but I feel like they would have to just start over on the People Mover and all of that stuff because it's so decrepit now.
Let's put the People Mover like further out. Like, let's make it big. Let's make the People Mover go all the way around the park.
Or it'll go to the third gate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like
It'll
it.
be like the monorail goes to downtown Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to have a park hopper ticket and it'll take
And you
you
hop on the People Mover and
all
it
the
takes
way
you
to
all
Angel
around
Stadium.
Anaheim. You can just stop off at the packing house. You can,
It's the slowest ride ever. It's fine. It'll be fun.
But if we're gonna revamp it, let's make it bigger.
Heck yeah.
Let's dream big.
Yep. We need Journey Through Inner Space back.
Mm-hmm.
We need Carousel of Progress.
Mm-hmm.
Carousel of
Interventions?
Progress, like the building is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back in there. Would not be that hard.
All of it. Yesterland. I'm in. Dear Disney. And we'd like some credit.
Yes.
Please.
Can you please be called the Erin and Katie People Mover. Tomorrowland, presented by Ropedrop and Parkhop.
The Tomorrowland Transit Authority, in conjunction with Erin and Katie
Yes. Of Ropedrop.
of Ropedrop and Parkhop.
Perfect.
We'll have our little emblem on all of the seats.
I like it.
We're in.
Yes.
Like, we are practically owning Disney.
Yeah.
Okay. Coke store in downtown Disney.
I like it.
The ESPN zone is sitting vacant. It's big enough. Let's do it.
Yep. And let's do an M&M store there too while we're
Right.
at it. Let's
We could
just
probably
have them
fit both.
together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And maybe a Hershey store.
Something, but it's empty. Let's do something fun with it.
While
And
you're
again-
revamping downtown Disney, like now's the time.
Right. And again, we need some draws. And I'm sorry, Pele isn't cutting it. Like, we need some things that are going to pull crowds. And
Yeah.
a Coke store would totally pull crowds.
Yes. And people would come without tickets to Disney and just come hang out
For
in
sure.
downtown Disney for those stores. I know
sure.
there are people that do that anyway right now, but you'd get a lot more.
Yeah. Or something similar. Like, what else is that same size or like that same draw? No, I think it
know.
would have to be Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Like Coke, M&M. Yeah. Chocolate of some sort.
Yeah.
Did you know we're getting a Lego store
In Boise. Where?
at the Village?
Nice.
It's
And an
coming
In-N-Out.
soon at the
In-N-Out is
Village.
coming too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like we live in Little California now.
I know.
I don't hate
Well, yes, if you look at the license plates around here, we do live in Little California.
It's true. All right. I think that's it for our top 5.
Yes, now you have an honorable mention.
Which, again, none of these are surprising.
No.
I'm sure if any of you have been here for more than a month, you know that these are how we feel. And my honorable mention is coconut Dole Whip.
Oh, yes.
We've got the machines.
Yes.
Just send the mix.
Yes. It's not that hard.
No. Can we do it by this weekend? If you're listening on Friday, we'll be there tomorrow. Let's make it happen.
Yes. Well, we need a Cockamora float over there at Tropical Hideaway.
Yeah.
And a Moana meet and greet.
Yeah.
Now that the treehouse has been closed down for a while, I haven't seen Moana in a long time. That's where
She was
used
there
to meet.
recently. I saw a picture of someone shared.
Where was
her.
she? Just hanging out in Adventureland?
That is a really great
Out on
question.
the asphalt?
Ouch. Because sometimes isn't she barefoot?
Yeah.
I
I feel like I've only
Where
ever
was
seen
she?
her in the treehouse area. But
don't remember. I saw a picture of her because someone was asking where to find her. And I was like, I thought the same thing. I was like, I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
And people were like, we just saw her last week.
Yeah.
This is where. I don't know.
okay, cool.
Where's Indy going to be? In that area, obviously.
I would guess so. Yeah, like between the Jungle Cruise and Indy.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But that's a congested area right
Super
there.
congested.
So who knows? I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll see him.
I hope. Yeah. Where are they going to put him? Because seriously.
I'm kind of sad that we weren't there this last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
When the Haunted Mansion cast.
Owen Wilson was there.
and-
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Waving from the balcony of the Haunted
Yes.
Mansion. How fun would that have been?
So
oh
cool.
my gosh. Yes.
So cool.
I'm excited for that movie.
Me
Looks
too.
cute.
Me too. I'm excited for a lot of the movies. Have you seen Elemental yet?
No.
Oh.
Have you?
No.
Okay. But we'll see the little World of Color pre-show this weekend. We'll get a little
And then
taste
maybe
of
we'll be
Elemental.
excited about it.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe if we don't get into the park on Saturday, we can Uber over to AMC, watch Elemental.
Until we'll feel like we're there.
Why not? All right. Well, get on social media and tell us what your top Dear Disneys would be. We'd love to hear them.
I'll share a box.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This is your weekly reminder to go follow us on Instagram so you can interact with us.
It's
And
fun.
also on Facebook at Ropedrop.Parkhop and our Facebook group, Ropedropping and Parkhopping.
Which is also very fun.
yes.
And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Leave us, if you like us, leave us a 5-star rating and a quick review. And we appreciate them so much.
We do. We love them so much.
So much. And we'll see you next week. We'll be at Disneyland.
We'll come back with Anaheim tans.
And it's been a hot minute since we've done any kind of trip report.
Yeah.
So
that will be next week.
This is a long stretch.
Well, no, next week will be our episode from the park.
Yes.
And then the week after that will probably be our trip report. Yeah.
And we're excited because we're doing some new things. We're staying at some new spots. Well, we're staying at a new hotel this time.
Yes, we're excited to review that.
So
we'll let you know.
Excited.
Yes. This has been on my list for a while to
Mine
try this hotel. So.
Okay.
Spoiler, it's not one of the Disney resorts, but almost just as good.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.